The Patch workspace in Fusion 360 opens up additional flexibility to an already robust modeling environment. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to use this workspace to manipulate and enhance the design of a utility knife. Let's get started. Starting in the modeling environment might seem a little odd for a patch lesson, but let's start by talking about some of the different behaviors between the two. When you use the delete key in the modeling environment, it does just that. It deletes and patches the missing faces. In this case, the tab on the left side was added too early in the design stage. To remove it, all that's needed is to select the connected faces and hit the delete key. Using that same methodology on the front of this model, where we wish to smooth out the end face, behaves differently. It does nothing. This is because without connecting faces, the software cannot infer how the user wants those faces to be patched. To gain that additional control and the ability to delete faces, we'll switch to the Patch workspace, where selecting the same faces and hitting delete removes the selected faces. With that complete, we can now use patch tools like Patch to close this again. With the default continuity option of Connected, it takes the same shape. So let's try using tangency, or curvature continuity, to capture the shape that we're after. On the back, we'll do a similar operation. And selecting all the edges is simple, with the Enable Chaining option enabled. This face, however, as indicated by the coloration, has the normal direction reverse, so we'll use the option under Modify to resolve this. To combine these three surfaces together, the Stitch command can be used. After selecting them, you can see that with the current selection and extremely tight tolerance, the software will be unable to stitch the edges shown in red. By relaxing the tolerance, Fusion 360 is able to not only stitch these faces, but also create a solid form that was once three disconnected surfaces. At this point, we can create an offset surface, for a reason that will make sense just in a few seconds. This is a simple procedure, and it requires selecting existing surfaces and defining the offset. After changing the offset color for visibility purposes, and adding some text to the side, it might be clear what we'll use that for. We want the text to be offset 1 millimeter from the side of the body. Right now we've created it from the central plane, so it doesn't follow the complex surface we wish to project on. To make this change, we'll use the incredibly flexible Boundary Fill tool. Just select the body and the offset surface, and Fusion 360 will find any cells delineated by the selection. The cell I intend to keep is just the central portion, which will remove the text portions that fall outside of that offset surface. Finally, I'll hide the offset surface and the original body to reveal the resulting body. Looks great. Congratulations! You finished this introduction to the Patch workspace. As you become more skilled with Fusion 360, switching from parametric design to sculpted design, direct editing techniques, and patch workspaces will become second nature, and you'll know when to leverage different techniques to accomplish the best design in the shortest time. Please find the link below to access additional information on using Patch Workspace in Fusion 360.